Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harry and Meghan's award nomination, blasted as fans say Netflix series, was based on lies. It comes as the couple's personal documentary series, Harry and Meghan, was nominated for the Hollywood Critics Awards Best Streaming Nonfiction Series. Harry and Meghan Markle's documentary nomination was ripped apart by critics, who claimed the content of their Netflix show was more fiction than nonfiction. Despite enduring a difficult few months, topped off by the humiliating news Spotify had canceled their Archetypes podcast, Harry and Meghan finally have something positive to celebrate. This week it emerged that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's Netflix documentary, Harry and Meghan, had been nominated for a Hollywood Critics Award. Set inside the Best Streaming Nonfiction Series, Harry and Meghan will go up against Prehistoric Planet 2, Rainn Wilson, and The Geography of Bliss, Renovations, The 1619 Project, and The Reluctant Traveler with Eugene Levy. And while some lavished praise on the documentary-making duo, others condemned the nomination. Harry and Meghan was released in December and offered viewers an intimate insight into the couple's life as they grappled with quitting their roles inside the royal family. Their nomination sparked a huge backlash on Twitter, with some saying the documentary was far from deserving of a nomination. One commentator wrote, "Please let anyone win. I'm sorry, they're going to hate me, but I have to be honest. Please don't let Harry and Meghan earn it. This series is bad. They're just whiners pretending they're attacking her privacy and contradicting themselves." Another said, "But it appears that the Harry and Meghan show was actually more fiction than nonfiction." Meanwhile, a third claimed that the nonfiction nod was unfair as Harry and Meghan was full of fiction, adding, "Even if you disregard their lies about the royal family, one cannot say the footage they used of Pat's hounding other people, including Michael Cohen, as if they were the ones being hounded, is nonfiction." A fourth added, "Harry and Meghan was made based on fabrications and lies. Why is it nominated for nonfiction? Most of all, how on earth the badly rated show can be nominated for any award?" While the nomination split opinion over the category it should be within, others backed the couple to take home the prize. This included one Twitter user who wrote the Harry and Meghan series should win this category. Very well deserved. The documentary appeared to be a huge hit with Netflix viewers, as the streaming service announced that 2.4 million people tuned in to watch it on the day of its release. It was an even bigger hit than The Crown, the drama depicting events within the British monarchy, which pulled in 1.1 million viewers on its launch day. The six-part documentary followed Harry and Meghan throughout their current life and explored their relationship with the royal family. It also touched upon the reasoning behind their bombshell decision in March 2020, opting to leave their frontline royal roles for a private life in the US. Expert claimed Meghan hated absolutely essential royal rules, but King Charles agreed. Meghan Markle thought that one of the most important rules royals have to follow was silly, a former palace worker claimed. They suggested King Charles seemed to agree. In Tom Quinn's book, Gilded Youth: An Intimate History of Growing Up in the Royal Family, a former staff member claimed that Meghan struggled with one rule during her time as a working royal. The royal source claimed that the Duchess of Sussex hated being controlled by royal protocol. One of the most important rules in the royal family is that they have to report where they are going before leaving the palace. The former palace worker claimed, the fact, for example, that at Kensington Palace royals have to announce in advance when they are leaving the palace and where they are going. This is partly for security but partly also to avoid a situation where a senior royal is upstaged by a more junior royal leaving just when the more important person leaves. Meghan reportedly thought that the rule was silly when in fact it is absolutely essential, according to the former palace worker. The royal source suggested, "I don't think in the whole of history there was ever a greater divide between what someone expected when they became a member of the royal family and what they discovered it was really like." She was hugely disappointed. They claimed she was not the only one who thought this. They said, "I think Charles agreed with Meghan on many points. He thought much of the protocol was silly, but it is hard to change. William has bought into it, which is why George and Louis and Charlotte are so conventional and look like something out of the 1950s. Meghan wants something different from this for her children. She wants American freedom to do and say what you like and go where you like, the expert claimed. Royal family members have to follow strict protocol on a daily basis. For example, the monarch and the heir to the throne, or two heirs to the throne, are not allowed to travel together. This is to avoid putting their lives at risk at the same time and to preserve the monarchy's survival. King Charles and Prince William, for instance, must never travel together, and the same rule applied to Prince William and Prince Harry growing up. However, Prince William and Prince George have broken this rule in the past. A royal spokesperson said that while there is no official rule on this, and royal heirs have traveled together in the past, it is something that the monarch has the final say on. Meghan Markle's suggested inclusion in hit Hollywood sequel deemed ludicrous. It has been recently suggested that the Duchess of Sussex could star in a sequel to the 1992 hit film The Bodyguard. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has been tipped to land a lead role in a legendary Hollywood movie sequel, but the suggestion has been dismissed as ludicrous by royal commentators. The former Suits actress may make a return to the screen, starring in a follow-up film to the 1992 classic The Bodyguard, reports in Australia have suggested. It seems she could be following in her mother-in-law's footsteps, as Princess Diana was similarly linked to The Bodyguard too, and was in talks with Kevin Costner. A source told New Idea magazine that Costner, who starred alongside Whitney Houston in the original, pitched the idea of a follow-up. An insider told New Idea magazine, "The only thing Kevin loves more than an underdog like Meghan is a box office hit." But royal commentators have snubbed the news as ludicrous, dismissing the news as a PR move. Kinsey Schofield, speaking on her podcast To D for Daily released on Tuesday, said, "I don't think that there's any way that Meghan could fill in for two icons, Whitney Houston and Princess Diana, and I just think what a ludicrous suggestion." Her co-host, journalist Christo Fufus, described it as an absolute PR move. And Schofield added, "Stunt, just a total stunt. I'd go as far as saying it's a crock of you-know-what." Meghan left the world of acting in 2018, and in an interview with Variety last year, the 41-year-old said she would not be returning, although she did not completely rule it out. She said, "No, I'm done. I guess never say never, but my intention is to absolutely not." Prince Harry's late mother was set to star in The Bodyguard after Costner was involved in talks with Prince Andrew's ex-wife Sarah Ferguson. He told People in 2019 that Fergie was really important, having set up the conversation between him and Diana, adding, "She was the one that set it up, and she never said, 'Well, what about me? I'm a princess too.' She was just so supportive of the idea." The Oscar-winning director first spoke about the project in 2012, revealing that the plot was going to involve his character protecting Diana's from stalkers and paparazzi before their relationship blossomed into romance. The 68-year-old American actor said that he, Diana, and producers were keen on the idea, with the first script for the idea landing on his desk the day before the late Princess of Wales was killed in a car crash on August 31, 1997. Costner recalled how Diana had queried whether they would have to kiss on screen. He continued, "I just remember her being incredibly sweet on the phone, and she asked the question, 'Are we going to have like a kissing scene?' She said it in a very respectful. She was a little nervous because her life was very governed. And I said, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of that, but we can make that ok too." In the original film, Houston's character is being followed by an unknown stalker, and Costner, who plays a Secret Service agent, is hired to protect her before they fall in love. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.